everyone. Welcome back to the TeamMETA College Conference Spring Showdown. I, as always, will be your host, Austin, Asta, whatever you'd like to call me. And tonight we've got a doubleheader for you. That's right. It's going to be FAU, Florida Atlantic University, up against UKC, University of Kentucky C team. And after that, we'll have Dakota Wesleyan University up against the University of Central Missouri B team. Well, we've got some real high-class talent jumping onto the pitch today. We've seen a few of these teams before, and they always impress when they're down, throwing those cars and balls around on the pitch. So I, for one, am excited to see how these matches are going to play out today. Hopefully you are all too. And let's see, as we jump down into game number one of match number one, who will come out the victor. Going into game number one, kickoff number one, we've got Florida Atlantic University on the blue. We've got the University of Kentucky C team on the orange. And we're straight into the first kickoff. Bat and Lomas trying to see if this ball will find its way over in front of the orange box. Happy on the backboard, just looking to clear it away. Hendo there as well, just keeping possession, but Ant is there. Manages to get the ball back into possession. Back over towards mid. Booga wants to try and play this towards the net, but Bat not going to allow it. Meets the ball, keeps it into the orange half of the pitch, and now you're seeing just a fight to get it over in front of the box. Hendo tries to slip it in, but can't quite find the angle, so it's back over towards mid. Back over to Booga. He takes it over into this blue corner. He's trying to get this centered up. It is, and Ant's there, and he won't miss that shot. An open net straight in front of the box, and that's going to be an easily sunken goal there for UK. 40 seconds in, the first goal found. Kentucky going to be happy to be the first ones to find it. And now Florida looking to try and equalize it up, but the ball being forced further and further into their back line. Lomas pushing forward to try and get it away. Oh, manages to get a nice little touch there off the ramp to send the ball back over towards mid. Bat to follow, the ball's on. Hendo has to save. Floats along the goal line, gets it away. Ant now to follow it into the corner. It's back over. Happy still trying to play this out. Hendo underneath, but Happy not going to allow anybody to get a touch on it. Manages to slip it on in over the line, and just like that, a 2-goal lead for the University of Kentucky straight off the bat. But Hendo, he wants to try and strike again. He wants to try and get this gap closed a little bit more. It's only a 2-goal lead. They know they can fight their way back in. A backflip from Bat, not exactly what he's looking for, but Hendo's still able to find his way into that ball, keeps it away. Now it's back over into the Kentucky side, but what a fast shot there off the wall, managing to get it very fast back over to the middle of the pitch. Happy wants to play this back out. It's down over towards mid. Happy waiting here along this back wall, but Booga actually forced to go up and try to insert himself. Lomas there. Ant doesn't allow the ball to stay centered for long. Hendo wants to try and find some sort of shot, but Ant not going to allow him to get a single touch on it. Gets it past Lomas as well, and now an opportunity to try and smack this into the net. It's over into the blue corner. We've expired 2 minutes of gameplay at this point, and Happy wanting to try and get a third goal as they go into the third minute. Ant now to follow it up, manages to keep it into the blue, but Lomas an immediate boom back over. Happy finding it. Wants to take it here out of the corner. Hendo not going to allow it to stay uncontested for long, and now it's back to Ant in mid. About to be at the halftime mark. Oh, that ball narrowly finding its way into the crossbar. Could have been a dangerous third goal there for the UKC side, and now we're seeing it's over towards Ant, who's trying to see if he gets any way to slip it by. Happy finds the ball and somehow manages to find its way past Lomas, the last man in the goal, but the ball doesn't find its way past him. Finds that crossbar, and Booga trying desperately to maintain possession here in front of the net. Hendo, no boost, but wants to go forward. Takes the hit. Lomas to try and follow it out. It's over towards mid. Booga, the ball stolen away before he can get there, and Hendo wants to try and chase this into the orange. Gets it to the corner. Ant here to follow. Manages to get Bat over into the ball and manages to get a touch past, but not for long as Ant. The ball stolen straight off his head. Booga wants to follow this one out, bumps away Booga there, Hendo, and now it's back over towards Lomas. Just a back and forth affair, a fight for possession right now, and as we enter into the final 100 seconds, it is still, of course, a 2-0 lead. Final 80 seconds at this point, still only 2 goals separating them, but Booga not going to leave it that way for long. Manages to smack in a third, and just like that, a hat-trick to nothing lead for the UKC side. Florida trying to see if they have anything to try and get their way back here. 60 seconds to play with, so still an opportunity. They're going to need 3 quick goals to get overtime. Nobody here on the Florida side being able to get a good touch on the ball, but Hendo finds an opening. A wide open net, and he smacks in a boomer from the other side of the pitch. The first of 3. 40 seconds to go. Still doable here, but Florida Atlantic gonna have to chase down another goal here very soon if they want a chance to go for that third and get themselves in overtime. Bat finds the ball. It's over into the corner. Happy to chase. Does manage to touch it over, and Ant wants to play it out. 30 seconds, and honestly, for UK, as long as they just kill some time, they're in a good position. But Ant's gonna do one better. Takes the ball out of the corner, does some theatrics there floating in front of the net, and manages to do it all himself. The 3-goal lead back, and now with only 20 seconds to go for Florida Atlantic at this point, they're looking just to pad some stats as they wait to get into game 2. UKC, very nicely done from them, holding on to a lead for the entirety of the game and not allowing Florida an opportunity to strike. But will we see that again in game number 2? Only time will tell as we get this ball over into the orange pitch, get it into the ground, and get ourselves in to game 2. UKC taking game number 1 of the best of 5. We go straight into game number 2, straight into the first kickoff. It's Hendo against Ant. The ball finding its way over into the orange side of the pitch. Booger gonna go up onto the wall to meet it, and now needs to try to get it away, but Bat's there. Wants to force this issue, see if he can get it even closer. Hendo comes through. Lomas fires off a shot, but it's not enough to find the box. It's back to mid. Bat finds it. It's back over along this right wall. Hendo wants to follow it out. Gets a nice touch to get it towards mid, but Booga intercepting. Ant doing the same. Not going to allow that ball to stay uncontested for long, and now Lomas back over towards the net. Has to try to get to that one, and Bat, wants to try and get it away, but a little bit of an unfortunate touch. Gets it back in front of the net. Lomas gets it away, but it's back over. Happy wants to try to smack it down, but not able to find the shot before they have to fall back. Now it's Hendo up against Ant over here in the corner. Happy's still in net. Lomas is there. They can't quite find the shot. It finds the crossbar, and Booga now wants to try and get this away. It's over towards the blue end. Happy on the wall, wants to try and chase that one away. Fires off a shot. Lomas denies. Booga's in the corner. Wants to set this back over towards mid. Set it into a center perhaps, but not going to be able to. It's back over. Happy wants to get this away, but now it's back into the blue. Happy missing the ball. A little unfortunate, but Lomas tries to commit out there to clear it away, but Booga, a nicely timed hit, touches it just over the hood of the car, finds its way inside that net, and just like that, University of Kentucky already at the first goal. It took about 90 seconds this time, and Ant wanting to try and get it away before an equalizer can be found fast. Booga into the corner, looking just to try and dribble this one out. He is able to for a bit, but Lomas intercepting, just looking to keep this ball over here really, and Hendo now wants to get it back into the orange. Bat to follow. It's over towards mid. Ant trying to get this away. He's successful at least touching it a little bit away from net, but it's still in a very precarious spot. Hendo wants to try and find a way through. Booga here to try and clear it out. Bat seeing the ball, backflips it just to buy some time, and Ant there as well. He tries to play it slow, tries to go for a bit of a fake, but Bat not falling for it. Able to play slow, get that ball away, and now Hendo and Bat, they need to prevent this ball from finding its way over towards the blue box. It's on its way back. Florida Atlantic, they fire off a shot, but it doesn't find its way in. Still only a 1-goal game here in game number 1 of the best of 5. Happy trying to open something up back over towards the blue box. Sees an opportunity, sees 2 members in the middle, and that's going to be Ant coming through, finds the shot past, and just like that, UK up to a 2-0 lead. Ant looking to try and set something up towards mid, and he's playing this slow, trying to force a mistake there out of the aggressors. It's back over. Bat fires one off, and it's too fast for the defense to do anything about. Just like that, Florida Atlantic, they strike their first goal in, close that gap back down to 1. And we're going to have to see, will they be able to equalize this in the final 2 minutes of play, get us into an overtime situation, perhaps tie this series up 1-1 if they can win it out, either in regulation or in extra time. A shot fired off, but it's not going to be allowed to find the inside of the net. Booga as well going up for a block against Lomas. The final 100 seconds
we're now into as Ant. Oh my goodness, it's set up perfectly to Happy, but there's too many defenders. They jump right up in front of that net, deny the ball, and now it's back over. Ant wants to try and play this in. It's off the top crossbar, and somehow Florida able to keep it away. So many hits out of that net, desperately trying to prevent the goal, and they're somehow successful in the face of a defeating goal. Now with 75 seconds to go, they are definitely going to be looking to strike here, Florida. They have the ball pretty deep over here into the Kentucky side, but they need to find a shot. Booga traveling it very far away now over into the Florida side. It's on that backboard, but Bat and Lomas able to get a pinch to get it away. Booga has to save. He's able to. In the final 55 seconds, it's touched back over, centering itself up. Going to be quickly touched back to this wall, but Lomas and Hendo, they're looking to try and get it away fast. Bat the one to take the initial engagement. Hendo now to follow, gets it back over towards mid, 40 seconds, and Ant, he's looking to try and set up for a double touch. He's just off, and Bat finds the ball. It's a pass to Hendo. He finds it. It's a back pass to Bat. He fires it off, but Happy denies. Lomas is there, sinks it in, and that'll do it. 2-all with 31 seconds left to go. Florida, they're able to come back from 0-2, but oh, so close to finding it straight into a third goal there for the Kentucky side. Lomas intercepting a shot from Ant. 15 seconds. And it looks like they very well might be going into overtime here. One more shot could do it. And the ball's finding its way over into the Kentucky side. It's pretty deep on this wall. Booga wanting to try and play it out. So is Lomas, and it's going to find its way towards mid. And perhaps trying to see if he can find a shot. It's not going to connect. And just like that, we have overtime here in game number 2. It's going to be Florida Atlantic up against Kentucky still. If Kentucky take it, that's match point. If Florida take it, they've tied this series up, but Happy, it's back towards mid. Bat to touch it away. And looking just to try and deny this ball from going over that midfield line, but it's not going to work out. Lomas still there, able to take the touch, able to win it past Happy, but Booga straight back over. Able to maintain some possession. Bat intercepting, but Ant there as well, forcing the issue. A 50. Going straight back over into a center, and now Happy wants to try and get this ball back into a scoring position. It's back over towards mid. Back over towards Booga now, and it looks like it's going to be Bat just looking to set up a center. Lomas waiting, trying to see if an opportunity will strike. Happy just wants to clear it away, but now it's Hendo. He's falling back a half flip just to try and get back into a defensive position. But now he's just looking to get in the way of these orange side aggressors. Doesn't want that ball to get any closer to the net. Booga looking to try and find some sort of way to keep it offensive. But Bat, Lomas, they're getting an attack underway. This ball's very close over here to the orange net, and we're a minute into overtime. Nobody's struck yet. But any moment now, you can tell every one of these players looking for that winning goal to take game 2. Bat's gonna fire one off. It finds the top crossbar. Oh, it's Lomas now getting the ball. Bat on it. It's a back pass to Hendo. He fires it off and manages to slip it past Ant. Florida stay alive and take back the second to equalize the match. Florida Atlantic have tied it back up at 1-all. We jump into the first kickoff of game number 3. Winner of this one gonna be up at match point. Booga taking it straight off the kickoff, wants to try and play it over in front of that Florida net. Ant wants to take a shot. Hendo won't allow it to be there for long, though, and now Lomas back up into the action. Bat as well, looking to set it back up over towards mid. Now rolling it towards net, and oh my goodness, Ant there to deny, able to roll himself in front of the ball, but isn't able to get it off. Still finds its way into the bottom right of the box, and now straight off the kickoff, Lomas was trying to take advantage, just barely off the ball. Hendo, Bat looking to clear it away. They're successful, and now Lomas looking for a way to set this up over in front of the net. It's down towards Bat, over off the crossbar. Hendo's there, fires it off, and in under 40 seconds, Florida Atlantic have taken a 2-goal lead. We're gonna have to see, will Kentucky be able to strike back the same way that Florida was able to come back here and equalize the matchup at 2-2, or will we be seeing as Lomas continues to force the issue over in front of that net, and as Booga comes through to take an additional hit, Bat as well, fires it off back over towards net. Now it's back over. Ant trying to meet up high. Happy wants to boom this off, meets it in the corner. It's back over. Bat firing it off towards net. It's into the corner, over into the wall. Lomas to fire off a shot, and now it's a 3-goal lead. Hat trick to nothing as Florida Atlantic coming off with a strong start here in game number 3. Looking to get themselves up to that match point. Get themselves up to a 2-1 situation. Ant going to take the ball, though. Gets it over off the wall. Wants to center this up, and actually a good hit to do it. It's going to drop straight down in front. Hendo doesn't allow it. Back goes through as well just to take the ball away. Meets there against all 3 orange side defenders. Now Bat's right in front of the box. It's 4-0 as Florida Atlantic continue to pile on the pressure here. 4 in a row in under 2 minutes. And now Hendo with the ball over on the wall. He's looking just to try and set this up. Finds a touch, wants to try and find an additional one, but with no boost left in the tank, he's forced off the ball. Happy shoots it back over into mid. It's back to Booga. Back towards mid again, and Hendo's there. Receives it, but Ant not going to allow it to go much further towards that box. Kills it to the corner. Bat, a center over towards mid. Lomas wants to try to read it, but isn't quite able to get there in time. Happy touches it over off the ramp, finds it over near this box. It's touched back mid, and Hendo, he wants to play this one out, but Booga not going to allow it. Manages to meet him, manages to get it back over. Bat denying, and now it's back to a centered position. And now Bat to touch it back over into mid. Hendo to follow. Wants to get this ball away. Ant following. Lomas here wants to see if he can smack that in, but Booga, it was into the crossbar, but he's going to get it out of harm's way nonetheless. Ant back into the play. Wants to play it up pitch. It's over. Lomas to deny, but Happy finds it in the corner. Wants to center it back over. Not quite going to work out. Bat and Lomas a little bit doubled up, now tripled up as all 3 of these blue players trapped over into the corner. A little bit precarious, but the ball's still able to find its way out. Bat now onto it. Hendo in the corner. Wants to play that one away. Able to get it over into mid, touches it down. It's going to be touched right back towards the net, but Happy just going to take possession, start dribbling this ball away. Lomas touches it, and that gets it back towards their own goal, so a little bit closer to danger here for Florida, but they start to play it away. Hendo gets an air dribble going up pitch. Now it's back over. Lomas wants to find something, but can't quite connect with low boost. Ant and Bat. Sorry, it's not Ant and Bat. It's actually going to be Ant and Happy over in that corner, able to secure onto a pinch and slap it into the box. The first of 4 found, but they've got less than 80 seconds. They still need to find 3 more to equalize this. And Ant, he finds the ball, gets it over. They want to try and set something up here, and Booga, he finds it. The 80 seconds down to 67, but now only 2 goals needed from the University of Kentucky C to get back into this one. It's over now as Hendo wants to try and play this in. Happy to follow. It's back down over. Bat just looking to clear it out. He is successful in doing so, but Booga meets it. Keeps it away. Now it's back over into the blue corner. Lomas looking to try and win a fight, and he is actually successful in doing so. Starts to get an air dribble up pitch and to intercept. Bat there on the wall waiting for the ball to come through, but Hendo following it. Lomas, oh, it slides right by him, and Happy in the corner looking just to try and touch this one away. There's 35 seconds to go, and still they need to find 2 goals, the UK side, and if they can't, then we will of course be seeing match point from Florida Atlantic. But Happy still desperately chasing down this shot, gets it back over towards mid. Booga wants to fire one off, gets it onto the backboard, but it's quickly touched away. Ant to try and fight, but Lomas intercepting. Happy finding the ball, wants to try and play it in. Hendo's there, it's right along the goal line, but it's denied. Bat getting it away. Hendo there as well, just denying, and the time ticking lower and lower. Florida Atlantic, they hold on to their lead, they come out strong, and they take game number 3 to go up 2-1 here in the best of 5 and put themselves up at match point. We'll go back into game number 4 here in a second, but for now, Florida Atlantic lead 2-1. Florida Atlantic now leading 2-1. UKC going to be looking to try and fight their way back in here and equalize up the match at 2-all, sorry. Bat denying an early lob back over towards net. Happy wants to follow, not quite able to find a shot in time. Lomas wants to fire one off. Hendo now looking to try and set it back up over towards mid. It's Batten looking for a hit away. He's successful. Ant looking just to try and deny, and Happy now back over into the blue, wants to try and play this over. Hendo forcing the issue. Wants to try and clear, but Booga's there, waiting directly in front of the net. That ball just sending itself directly over and centering itself up, leading directly into the first goal of the game. Kentucky strike first, and now they're looking to try and strike second as well. They want to try and get a 2-goal lead immediately off the bat here, so that they don't have to worry about having to make up any ground against this Florida Atlantic team. But Bat, keeping the ball offensive, keeps it back over into that corner. Hendo to chase as well, wants to center it up. Happy meets it on the ceiling. Lomas now just looking to try and center it back over, but it's not quite successful. Bat, a touch over off the wall, gets it back into that corner. Hendo wants to follow this one out, and Lomas following it now, gets it over. Booga to follow, gets a shot on. Quickly denied. Bat to get it away. Happy, a touch back over towards mid. Ant to follow, gets it into the blue corner. And now they're looking to just try and get a center up, but Hendo manages to delay his flip long enough to get a touch away. Booga now to follow it out. Lomas wants to get that ball away. A demo happening over onto the back line of the Florida side. That's going to make things a little precarious, but they still manage to get it away. Booga wants to set this back up over towards mid. He's successful, but none of his teammates there to follow fast. Hendo just going to be able to boom that one away. It's back over into the Kentucky side, and Happy just going to force the issue. Manages to get it towards mid, but no additional touches. Bat to boom it away. It's back over towards box. Happy to find it. Ant to follow. Gets it back over mid, and he's looking to see if he can flick it in, but Hendo won't allow. Meets it, gets it back to that other wall, and now it's Lomas finding the ball. Quick pass over. Bat finds it. Can he get it in? He can't, and Ant denies it. Gets it back over to the corner. Hendo to follow. Manages to catch the ball. Flicks it back over towards the wall, and a follow-up there from Bat. Gets it back in front of the net, and Happy, he's not able to deny that one. Such a quick little flick out of the Florida side, and they manage to secure up the 1-all game. And Happy just waiting for this ball, seeing if it'll drop down towards him. Takes it over onto the wall, into the corner. Bat just to try and boom it away, but Ant waiting, seeing the ball hop over his head, and Bat looking to see if he'll be allowed to center this up. He's not, but Hendo, a quick pass over. Lomas wants to fire it off, but can't quite find a shot onto target, so he kills it to the corner. Bat backing up, doesn't want to allow Ant to get this goal in, but it's so close. Bat's there to get it away. Booga wants to keep the offense alive, goes into the corner, manages to meet the ball mid. Ant now following this one into the corner, finds it over in front of the net, but Bat's there to deny. Back over. Bat wants to play this one out. Lomas does as well, and he finds the ball, finds an opportunity to start to strike, and Hendo, he bumps this one over to the right wall. Happy managing to play it back into the corner, but Lomas keeping it on possession and able to start to get it away. Hendo chasing this one out, gets it back over into a midfield center, but it's still so close to this Florida goal that we don't know if these guys will be able to come out with a goal yet. 75 seconds to go, still nobody with a goal to get that lead. We might very well see overtime here in game number 4. Of course, if Florida take it, that will be the match at 3-1. If UK can take it, that'll be an equalized scoreline, and we'll see a game 5. 55 seconds now. Booga kills it back over to that blue corner. Lomas with the opportunity to play it away. Decides to take it low. Wants to try and get it underneath Booga, but not going to be able to do that. The ball finds its way back over into mid. It finds its way to Happy. Hendo intercepting. Keeps it into the orange. Now Booga waiting in the net to see if this ball gets closer to him. It does. Takes the initial clear. Lomas in the corner. Wants to try and center this one up. A demo goes through onto an orange defender as well, but the ball still on target. Ant finding it back into this corner. Bat to follow. Lomas as well. Oh, and Hendo, he's just too far from that ball. It's 20 seconds to go. Still nobody with the lead, and we're very likely going to see overtime here as these guys hit this ball back and forth, but Hendo keeping it offensive. 10 seconds to go. Lomas wants to try and get it away. He's able to get it back over to Bat, but Ant and Happy, they're chasing this one. They manage to get a shot onto it, but the ball, it touches the ground, and we see ourselves enter into overtime. Golden goal situation. The next goal will win the game, and for Kentucky, they need to do it. They need to keep themselves in this match, give themselves a chance to fight into that game 5, but right now is just a play over towards mid, but Booga fires a shot. It finds the crossbar. Ant's waiting in mid, wants to see if this ball goes towards him. Hendo trying to keep it away, but Ant waits on the wall. Sees the center coming through, manages to get a touch on it to keep it at least defendable, and defendable it is as it gets sent back over into the Florida side. Happy to chase this one out. Lomas finds it, gets it out of the corner. Hendo keeps it mid, and that could be dangerous, but Bat an immediate play out and over into the orange. Hendo wants to follow this over off the wall. Ant does as well. He manages to jump up and meet it, but Happy wants to follow this one over. It's back over into the blue corner. Booga as well, looking for an opportunity to open up this net. Happy gonna have full control of this ball, though, in the corner. Bat trying to see how this is exactly gonna play out, but Happy manages to win out against him. That ball's lobbing down over in front of net. Lomas meets it high, keeps it into the orange side of the pitch, but Hendo now chasing it out. Happy meets. It's back over towards Ant, who manages to get it past Bat. Lomas has to touch it back into the corner, and Happy, he's trying to find a shot, can't quite find it yet, but Booga goes forward, gets a double touch off the crossbar, and keeps the University of Kentucky in the match, and we'll see a game number 5. It all comes down to this, a best of one essentially to determine the winners between FAU and UKC. It's over towards Hendo straight off the kickoff, and he's going to play this right away. He wants to try and get the shot on target as fast as possible, but Ant follows that ball out, denies, and now it's back over into the Florida side. Happy wanting to maintain some possession, Booga as well, but Hendo, he sees an opportunity, tries to take it, but Happy maintains possession, gets it away, and that ball so close to the net. But Lomas still able to touch it away, finds himself a shot at the net. Oh, but Happy floating along in the back line, able to defend and get that ball away. Ant now on the backboard, looking just to deny, and that ball being flung straight away over towards the Florida goal, but saved off the crossbar. Happy finding the ball. It's still in the blue corner, and Lomas wants to try and play it out, but Ant kills it to the ceiling. Bat now touching it back over towards mid. Happy still in the play, able to get himself back up over towards the ball, but Hendo a quick touch back up midfield, gets it over towards the orange end. Now it's going to be on target. It rolls along that goal line, bounces off the inside of the crossbar, and Hendo able to secure the first goal. That ball so close to rolling out, but it just doesn't want to. Stays in the net, and FAU strike first. Hendo wants to play it off the corner. Bat to follow, managing to follow it into the orange as well, but Lomas still here off the ball. Hendo's still there, though. Sees Happy trying to approach. Ant wants to fire a shot on target. Hendo jumps up in the net, able to touch it away into this corner, and Booga wants to play it out. Sees it back over into mid. Bat to follow, wants to try and get this up, but not quite able to find the target. Lomas wants to get this one away. Ant now on the ball, looking to try and set this up into a teammate. Booga sees it, starts to take it high, wants to try and air dribble this towards net. It's on, but Lomas able to get underneath it, tap it up towards the ceiling, and keep this ball in an offensive spot. Bat finding an open net, though, off of Hendo's pass, and that'll secure up the second goal. Seems like a goal a minute's about the pace that FAU is shooting for, and right now they are hitting every target. 2-0 as they lead here with 3 minutes remaining in the Game 5 situation. Gonna be able to get a shot towards net. Is that one on? It is! And just like that, a hat-trick lead. Oh my goodness, 2 minutes 50 to go, and Florida Atlantic leading 3-0. Happy wants to try and play this one out. Sees it over in mid. Lomas seeing it as well, able to touch it back down. Ant wants to play this over. Finds its way into mid. Oh, it's just a little bit too high on that shot. And Happy wants to follow this one up. Finds it in the corner. Touches it over. Ant able to get an additional touch, but needs to find a way to get this in front of the net. Booga's there, but Bat denying the shot. Happy, he just wants to keep this from being shot at their own net, and he's able to succeed, but Bat needs to find this ball and try to get it away. He does. It's into this corner. Ant now looking to try and touch this this back over towards mid, but still Lomas lurking, waiting for this opportunity, and it has to be a careful clear to avoid sending him up. Hendo wants to try and assert himself into that ball, and he's not quite able to do so, but Happy still looking for a way to try and sneak this ball by. A demo there on the blue side defense, but it's not quite opening up enough of the goal for this Kentucky side. You can see Lomas still able to maintain ball possession, gets it over onto the wall, able to start dribbling it away, and oh, Bat, he's not able to steal the ball, but he bumps Ant out of possession, and now it's back over towards the mid, and UK still looking for a way to fight their way back into this. We're in the final 100 seconds, and they're still trailing 0-3. They need to try and find something here, otherwise Florida just gonna hold on to this lead and take away the match, but they're extending the lead as Lomas sees a pass come through, smacks it in, and now it's 4-0 with 86 seconds to go. Ant seeing the ball drop down just over his head. Booga wants to try and follow it off. Bat reads it on the wall, able to deny, and now it's back over. Happy touching it towards mid. Hendo to follow, touches it back over towards that right wall. It's fired off. Oh my goodness, and they're trying to find a way to touch it away, but they end up just backboarding it straight into the shot. And now we're going to be seeing 70 seconds left to go. A 5-0 lead from Florida Atlantic. And it's going to take a huge effort out of the UK side if they want to try and fight their way back into this game. But right now, Florida looking calm, composed, and deadly as they continue this possession. Another shot denied. Ant trying to follow through as well, but Hendo patient, waits for the ball to drop down in front of him. Booga now trying to set up a shot. Ant getting it over to this right wall. Lomas to follow, tries to get a touch but can't quite find it. Ant able to block that clear, and now it's gonna be Hendo just looking to do his damage. Booga trying to find the ball, but Lomas gets it past him. Happy now to follow this up pitch. Bat to intercept, and that ball, it's in a precarious situation. He's gonna try to smack it in. Oh, Ant denies it to the corner, and 20 seconds to go. Hendo, he's more than happy to just kill time here. 15 seconds, and Florida Atlantic, they might have had a tough struggle to get here. They managed to get all the way to game 5, and University of Kentucky C, they put up a good fight, but Florida Atlantic prevail. They take the match 3-1, and they will be your victors. We jump straight into game 1 of the best of 5 between DWU and the University of Central Missouri B, and right into the first kickoff. It's over to Polar. He wants to try and get that straight back over to the Dakota goal. Mess up Smith comes on in. Tay Henry there as well, managing to get that ball back over towards net, but Robeast inserts himself into the play and gets it back over towards mid. Now it's over towards the blue side back line, and Polar's gonna go there to smack it in. Meets it right there against that goal, and manages just to touch it over the line and secure up the first. Now we have about 20 seconds already expired of this game. Galactic gonna go straight up to the ceiling to send that ball over towards the net. Polar here just trying to see if he'll be able to get it back over towards net. Tay manages to go onto the wall. Orbital tries to get in the way, but not able to read it. Back over. Smith just looking to try and get this away. Robeast gets it back towards net, but Orbital jumps up, blocks the shot, gets it right back away, and now it's back over. Tay Henry gets it into this orange corner. Polar just going to kill it out of being centered, and now it's back over towards the opposite wall. Galactic just booming it away, and Polar looking to see if he can set up another shot. He can. It's back towards net. It booms off that inner crossbar, and it gets saved away. You can see right there, they're trying over on the UCM side to just slip that ball in, but it finds the crossbar yet again. And now it's back over into the Dakota territory right in front of the net, and Galactic won't miss that one. Manages to go on through, smack it over that line, and get a 2-0 lead. About 75 seconds into this game, Robeast following the ball up, wants to try and just chase this into the box. It's met there in the corner. Polar wants to follow it out, goes over, meets it, and manages to get it right back over to the opposite wall. Galactic wants to fight that out. Tay Henry looking just to clear, and Robeast goes over to meet it in the corner. He goes high, manages to touch it away, and back towards mid is Galactic, looking now just to boom it further into the blue, but Orbital not going to allow that. Tay Henry following this one out, manages to fire it away over towards the right wall. Orbital now looking to chase this one out. Robeast looking again just to set it back over towards the net, and he's not quite able. It's cleared away. Galactic to follow. Over here off the top, and it's a shot, but it's not quite on. It's over to the corner. And now Tay Henry, he wants to try and get this one away. Robeast chasing it as well, but Orbital, he doesn't know quite what to do. He's trying to slip this past, sees Galactic, manages to slip it past him, but Polar's there. Manages to touch the ball, get it out of harm's way, and that looking just to try and set it back up over towards that Dakota goal. But right now, Orbital, he gets the ball, but he's met there right against a defender. Robeast as well, seeing this ball, met into a pinch with his teammate, and that's going to get some very nice distance over into the blue side. Robeast trying to read this over off the wall, manages to touch it back mid. Polar kills it to the corner. Orbital wants to chase this away, and Robeast, he's looking to try and set this up as well. Gets it back over, but Galactic and Robeast, they are both trying to get this back over towards the blue net. It has been locked over into the blue side of this pitch for so much of this game. And DWU, they're looking to try and find the first shot to get them back into this, but it's proving difficult. Robeast up high, wants to try and get it away. It's back over into the orange corner. Galactic manages to touch it right there off the hood of Robeast, and Polar just looking to clear this out of harm's way. He gets it back over towards net. Orbital just going to jump up and stop that down along the bottom, and now he's looking to see if he can slip this in, but he can't. Galactic goes up, meets him, gets it back over into the blue, and now it's deep into the Dakota end once again. We've got about 90 seconds left of gameplay here, and still it's UCMB with the 2-0 lead. And if Dakota can't find their first strike here in the next few seconds, it might just end up being a 2-0 game. Orbital, he manages to go high, met there with Mess Up Smith, and it's back over towards mid. Tay Henry wants to go forward and try to take a shot himself, but it's not quite going to work out. It's back over to Polar, lobs one back towards goal. Orbital denies to the corner, but Robeast to chase this one away. Gets it back over, blue side corner. It's touched back towards mid. Polar to follow, kills it into that corner, and now you're seeing it centering back up towards mid, but Robeast follows, touches it back mid. Galactic, he's just going to chase this over to the wall. Mess Up wants to see if he can steal that away, but it's back over towards mid. Robeast setting up, the pass just not quite there, and the shot a little bit too wide, but now it's back over. A shot back over into the orange. UCM, they need to try and play this away, and they've been able to do so. It's back over towards mid. Orbital has to clear that one towards the opposite wall. Polar to follow, manages to meet it high. Galactic to follow, but he hits it over into the opposite corner. But nonetheless, we have only 25 seconds left, but the ball, it's open towards the net. Orbital can't quite find the shot, and Galactic comes through, gets it away, starts to play this back over towards the DWU goal, and it's back over centered up. Robeast is there, he fires one off, and now it's 3-0. 12 seconds to go, and unfortunately for DWU, they've put up a good fight, but they just haven't been able to find any goals here. They've been locked with this ball in their backline for the entirety of the game, and Galactic's gonna smack in a fourth right at the end, just to add a little bit of insult to injury. But that will be UCMB coming away with the Game 1 win. And now we're going to be hopping into game number 2 in just a few moments, where we'll see, will UCMB continue their dominance, or will we see Dakota fight back?
We jump into game 2 now. DWU down by 1 in the series, but they're looking to see if they can come back here and make it up in spades. It's straight off over into their side right off the bat. Their Robeast trying to see if he can find a shot on net. He can't quite, and now it's going to be back over into the orange corner. Galactic stops the ball, sees Smith trying to come up to play it, and actually Galactic goes to take a hit. Polar going to be just giving him a little love tap to keep that ball in the offensive rotation, and Orbital, he gets off the ball for a minute. It looked like he could have been lagging there for a second. A little unlucky if that's the case, but Tay Henry trying to keep this ball offensive. Gets it back over to the opposite wall. Galactic here chasing it back into the DWU side, and now Smith looking just to try to get it away. Not going to quite be able to. Henry has to come up to assist. Robeast just going to see if he can sink this one over the line, and oh, it's just off. It's back over into the blue corner, back over towards Orbital, and he's looking to see if he can get this back over towards net. Galactic sees it, wants to try and play it away. 80 boost, so plenty to do this with. and he is going to get it away. Robeast catches, manages to get one additional touch back over towards the blue, and now Orbital wants to try and chase this one away. Finds its way back towards mid. It's boomed back over towards the box. Smith has to jump up to meet. Polar getting this back centered, and Galactic gonna sink it over the line. A nice passing play out of the blue side corner to get an immediate shot back over towards net, and now you're seeing UCM B side already leading 1-0. And trying just to hold on to it and perhaps get a second here, but the ball locked up against their back line. Galactic gonna touch it once more mid and tries to get one additional, but Polar not gonna quite allow it. Now it's back towards mid. Robeast gonna bang it out back over towards the blue, and now Robeast as well gonna chase this one over. Gets it back over towards the backboard. It's gonna be on, but oh, it gets touched away. Smith not gonna allow that one through. Now it's back over, centered again. Polar wants to try and sink it over, but it's not quite finding its way in. Robeast falling back now. It's over into the orange side of the pitch. He just needs to try and get this one away, and Smith, he's waiting down towards mid. Robeast wants to try and fight this one as well, and he finds it now in the corner. An opportunity to set up a center. Gets the initial touch. It's going to be going down. Oh, it gets met there. A 50 against a defender. Leaves that ball still in the blue, but oh my goodness. Robeast, it's going to drop straight in front of him, bangs off the inside of that crossbar, drops off in front of his car, and he is just going to be there to hammer over the shot. Polar going to lob this over into the backboard of the Dakota end. And now it's Smith trying to chase this one out. Orbital there as well. Tay Henry in the back, watching for any long balls. And Tay Henry, now an opportunity to strike. Has to delay a second, though, just to find the angle, and that's enough time for the defenders to get there. The ball saved away. Now it's back over into the DWU side. They need to try and play this one out. They are finding all three offensive players there from the UCMB side, but unfortunately, this ball has still not found its way out of harm's way. It's still locked over into this corner, and he's still looking to try and get this away. Smith, it drops it down into mid. Galactic wants to sink it over. Not quite able to find the shot. Polar can't redirect it in either, so it's back towards the right wall. Robeast to chase this one away. It's lobbing back over off the top, and it goes straight down in. Galactic there to meet it, and that's a 3-0 lead. Straight back into the middle. Another kickoff, another ball towards mid, and now Galactic wants to try and play this over towards the DWU goal. Can't quite find the shot off the ceiling, but does get it back over where Robeast is waiting. And now you're seeing, oh, he tries to get an additional touch there. Does actually manage to do so, but it goes back towards mid. And now Galactic trying to chase this ball away. Robeast trying to go up and find it. Orbital not quite hitting the connection there, and Smith has to come through as well. Manages to hit it over off the corner. Galactic picking this ball up, wants to try and travel it out as well, faking out one, managing to get it right up against the back line, but Henry not going to leave his post at the goal. The ball still finding its way in front and over into the corner now. And still a 0-goal scoreline for the DWU side. They need to try and find 3 here in 67 remaining seconds if they want to try and fight their way back into this one. Robeast going to go up high to meet. Galactic there to follow, and oh no, Galactic, he has to wait back. Polar seeing this ball go past him. Orbital going to take an initial hit. Robeast now to follow. Sends it over towards the right side, and Robeast wants to see if he can get an additional hit here. He can. It's back towards mid. Orbital wants to follow this out. It's back over towards Robeast, and that's going to go in. Nobody on the UCMB side able to find their way into that ball to save it away. So just like that, DWU find the first. They just need 2 more to secure up overtime here. But there's only 40 seconds to do so, and Robeast gonna go absolutely insane. Picks that ball up off the kickoff, air dribbles it in, and drops off a 4th goal to get the 3-goal lead back. Tay Henry, he's looking to try and chase this one out. Polar finds it, wants to set this back up over towards mid. Orbital goes for the clear, but the ball's just in. A nice shot from Polar in the corner. It's high, and it manages to find its way inside the box. So 26 seconds to go. 5-1 now. Still favoring UCMB. Polar going to go up and hit that off the backboard. Galactic, he follows through but can't quite find the shot. It's back over towards the corner. Robeast looking to try and play this slow, but 11 seconds, 5-1. Everybody knows that this game is locked up for UCMB. They take the second, put themselves up at match point, and we will be hopping into game number 3 to see will this be the start of a reverse sweep or a quick 3-0. We go now into game 3 of the best of 5. UCMB leading 2-0. We're gonna have to see, will DWU start to fight back? They scored their first goal in game 2, and now they can be looking to try and add on to that line as we go in here to what could be the final game of the series. Polar chasing this ball backwards, actually still manages to get it over to Galactic, who's chasing this pretty far into the blue. Polar gonna stop it right near the goal line as well, but Smith not gonna allow it to stay uncontested for long. Takes the ball, sends it straight back over into the UCM backline, straight over towards that back corner, and now Galactic, he's looking to try and play this away. It's back towards mid. Tay Henry wants to go up and try to play this over, and he has to try and fall back now as all 3 offensive players from the UCMB side are caught over into the DWU end, and oh my goodness, Smith tries to take advantage of that. He gets it all the way in front of the net, but still they're not going to let him score. They slide back just in time, and now we've got ourselves a minute expired with no goals scored. Polar trying to find his way over into the DWU end. It's over towards Galactic. He can't quite hit the shot, but it's back over into the corner. Robeast to try and follow this one out. It's back over in front of the net, and oh, Robeast still going to be able to maintain some control here. Polar wants to chase this one over. It finds its way back over towards Orbital, and now it's back towards Galactic, forced into a 50. 2 players there looking just to try and deny Galactic anything, but Robeast, he's chasing this one out. It's back over towards mid, and all a shot fired off, but it's saved along the line. Smith, Orbital, they're looking to try and play this over off the left wall. Robeast, it's back towards mid, but Tay Henry, he's fast on this. Galactic needs to try and fight him, but Henry's just a hair faster and manages to get that ball away. Now it's back over towards the DWU goal. Galactic here right along the line. Henry goes up, forces a 50, gets the ball away, and it's still over here next to the DWU goal. Smith trying to find this ball. Robeast wants to get it back over, and Henry, now he's going to be able to steal this one away. Gets it over into the orange corner, centering itself up in Orbital. He wants to try and come through and smack it over, but he's not quite able to find the shot in time. Now it's Polar trying to set this back towards mid. Galactic, he's there looking to try and meet the ball, but Robeast now having to fight there against Orbital on the left wall. We're almost at the halftime mark, and no goals have been scored yet. Uncharacteristic for the UCM we've seen throughout the game so far, and that could just lead into DWU's favor as we're seeing them start to try and ramp up the pressure. But Polar, it's a back pass over into the backboard. Galactic, he wants to fire it off. It's on the inside crossbar, and it gets knocked away. Orbital now in the corner. He wants to try and play this one out. Polar to chase, manages to get it over in front of the goal, but not much further. Smith now looking just to send that back over towards the orange net. Robeast wants to chase it out of the corner, and now he's looking to try and get it away, but Henry gets it back over. Now it's centering itself back up. Robeast wants to try and come through to hit the shot, but he's not quite able to find it. And Galactic, with some assistance there from the teammate, just looking to bump the defenders out of the way, is able to find an opening back towards that net and find the first goal with 2 minutes remaining. Henry gonna lob this one back over into the blue. Galactic looking to try and play it out. Now it's centering itself back over, and they're gonna smack that one in too. Galactic, a second. And we'd gone about 3 minutes with no goals to show, and now we're about 100 seconds left, and it's going to be a 2-0 lead for UCMB. The pressure definitely ramping up here for DWU. They need to try and play this one away as fast as they can, really. But Smith, it's over in front of the net. Galactic gonna find it. Robeast there to try and pressure as well. Polar to sink it over into the blue corner, and now he's looking to try and get this one away. Polar finding the ball back towards mid. Galactic wants to try and chase it as well, but Orbital not going to allow that ball uncontested for long. It's back towards the blue. Back over into the corner. Galactic wants to chase this one out. Finds it back over towards mid. Centers it up. Polar's there, and he sits the shot. And UCMB showing that while they might be the B team, they are definitely no pushovers. They are coming in strong here in game number 3. And unless DWU can pull something out of the strat book to throw these guys a little spanner in the works, it will be UCMB taking this series 3-0. Robeast trying to take the ball over. Henry not going to allow it. That's a counterattack underway. It's back over. Polar hits it into the corner. Wants to try and play this out now, and Henry just going to get a hit back over towards mid. It's going to find its way back over into mid, and now Robeast, he wants to try and chase it away. Gets it over towards the left wall. finds its way onto the hood of Robeast, and Orbital goes for the 50 but not able to get it away. Galactic meets it over into the corner. It's going to bounce over, finding a center, but Smith gonna hit it away in time. 25 seconds, and still no goals to show on the DWU side. They're trying to find their first here, but Galactic, he's just playing it patient. Polar's waiting in the goal. It's gonna be a hit that could lead to a center, but with 13 seconds, unfortunately for DWU, it's looking too far gone. Maybe one more here at the buzzer, but unfortunately not. Roby starts to take it away, and that'll be it. UCMB coming out strong, and they take the series 3-0. Well, we said that these teams would show up to impress, and they certainly did. FAU with a nail-biting win against UKC 3-2, and DWU, while they might have fallen to UCMB 0-3, they showed that they do have the ability to put the ball where it counts and manage to put up a good defense for most of those games. But as always, that is how we're going to end this one. Congratulations to FAU and UCMB on their impressive wins this week, and tune in next week where we will certainly see 2 more high-class games. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.